what should we pay attention to in the whole month of September? And then silently ask this question in your heart. Close your eyes with me and start meditating. Open your eyes and choose from the following 3 cards. Choose the one you feel the most connection with, not through visual analysis. First group, second group, third group. So your entire energy state is that kind of, whether it is emotions or you're pretty energetic at work. You feel like I've already got something, I've already got some foundation, but still, I'm not quite satisfied with my current situation and I want more, or you desire to move in a better direction, a more progressive feeling. So to say, your overall state is introspective. You stop and consider what to do next. So what do you need to pay attention to for the whole of September? You will have that kind of, the state of facing challenges means there is a process of struggle. Experience it. Then you'll also feel mentally and physically exhausted. For some things, or in a relationship, or for feelings, or for work and career, you need to figure out what fits, because this is a public war. I see you have a lot of energy. It's exhausted energy, and physical and mental energy can appear, but still there is, after self-cultivation, rest and self-healing, no matter what. And then you'd still choose to persist, to strive, either in a relationship or work. You're like this. You won't be willing to end. Unwilling, unhappy with the current state, you'll have a struggle, awakening, embracing challenges, a very brave motivation, striving for a state. Then you guys will, because of your kind, it's about holding on, and even if you're tired, you'll choose to struggle after rest. So you have this persevering spirit. It will give you a very good return, but we'll have experienced that kind of ending before a pattern, or say a feeling, or a job, or say a stage. There will be a sense of ending and then starting anew, which is to end the past, a thing, a relationship, or a job, a phase of ending. Then there's a cutting edge performance. The beginning is this kind of feeling. There is some new and old alternating energy in September that you need to face, and then you can go to the advice and guidance of the first group of broadcasts that the universe gives you. You will encounter in the whole police meeting, I am a big one. It's just some old patterns ending, and then there's a new one. You will face an ultimate crisis. It's rebirth after the end. Whether it's about relationships or work, you guys take it personally. But no matter which aspect falls apart after that, you see it's like this mountain, this thing you think about in your heart, you will inevitably experience this kind. The feeling of the mountain being split. These 2 mountains are some of your past, representing the new start you are about to welcome is brand new and beautiful, is the prospect. The future is promising. The outlook is good, so you guys don't need to worry and fear too much. Just face it and do that kind. Strive hard and face it directly, then cut off all these past things. Then the new pattern, the new beauty, the new method will come. Bless you. This is the information of the entire first group of babies. As for the second group of children, your overall energy is in a state of hurt, needing healing, both physically and mentally. What I see more is the emotional issue you face with the second group of babies. You're facing difficulties in the emotional aspect, or in other words, you've broken up or encountered a period of emotional calm or indifference, or it's a period of pacification. It's a feeling of being very hurt inside. I also saw that some of you babies have a tripartite cold war in your relationship. That kind of third person. The third person, what's being interfered with is this feeling. This tripartite energy doesn't necessarily represent a third party. It includes a third party but could also represent parents. Disagree or interference or intervention from friends and family or some bad advice. All of these are included. Then I saw the whole September, what you need to pay attention to. Actually, you will have a feeling for this relationship. You don't know where to choose. You don't know what to do. Because if you keep going forward, you'll feel like there's no future. You can't see the future. Since you can't see the future, you guys are also afraid of losing because you're afraid that what you give won't be returned. There's no future. So you guys would feel that in this relationship is really special. Simply not too afraid of losing out of fear. You may not be satisfied or unwilling to pay for the fear of losing and not getting the final result. It's this feeling, even if it offends others, that I'm particularly petty because I'm afraid to give. So it's not very moving. Just want to maintain not very moving, but dare not move forward. But don't want to let go. There is a kind of feeling can't pick up and put down, especially consume ourselves. Then the voice monument 4 is also, it feels like an emotional fatigue period. Like chicken ribs, tasteless when eaten, but too good to waste. That's the feeling because of what? The temptation of gender means that your current relationship can still be balanced, but can give each other. In a lively relationship, there can be a sense of each getting what they need, but there is a big difference between you two and a large disparity, and then there is a tripartite energy. This is a lively relationship. The point that makes you tangled in the relationship.
No, Mom.
Our suggestion, combine the universe like a sea of people. War. So what the universe tells you is that you have to face your inner fear in a relationship. First, if you don't know how to choose, not choosing is the best choice because it means your source is not exhausted. When it is, it will automatically ask you to make choices. This is a thought. The second thought is to ask your heart, what is your true desire, what your heart wants. If you really desire this kind of emotion, you have to face fear and pain directly. Confront your fears and don't overthink the future. What we can see and infer right now isn't necessarily the fearless future. It's just us in the present. Consider the analysis. Such a future, all in all, doesn't necessarily follow our reasoning and imagination. It may not happen in reality, it's just us. And we take the present self because we're always there. It's a bit irresponsible to measure our future selves with our present selves, as we are all changing and growing. So you must be like a female warrior when you know for sure what you are longing for inside, whether or not you want this relationship, whether or not you want this person. Once you are determined, go face your fears directly. This is the message for the second group of babies. The information of the third baby, the moon card's pretty girl, tells me that your current energy state is quite warm and sunny, happy, a state with sufficient energy. So in September, I will tell you, first of all, don't be afraid. Why? Because your September will face this end and then be reborn. But after your kind of ending,
At the same time, it's a kind of
better state than before. For example, you were 2 before, and in September you might end 2 and step on a 3. That is to say, from a slightly lower step in the middle, then ascended a stage, ended a stage of something, and then took a step up is a state of ascensions. It's not bad to say this, so don't end it. The end of fear is for better to have one. The better end is to welcome a better future and a better state. And your overall energy state in September, it will be more. Confidence can hold it.
Remember,
powerful,
empty,
regardless
insulate.
of whether it's in love or at work. You are always full of confidence. Yes, it's particularly good The feeling of being in control is good. The state of the whole person, momentum, energy are all full. Not bad. Then play with the information the universe gives you. You are you. Don't think too much. When it's over, you go to celebrate it, just like a child. Just happy and joyful. Just celebrate, okay? Go greet the new arrival. This message is for group 3 babies.